Hey, what's going on, people? It's GUNN from Next Gen Tactics, and then this is sort of a prelude for a show that I want to be sort of bringing back. And there's a couple of things here, and a couple of things I want to talk about. One is the goat sauce. Goat sauce was another show where I did cooking. I really liked it, where I basically showed you guys how to make quick, easy meals that are friggin' really good, but a lot of fun to make and good for, you know, making for your wife or your girlfriend, or if your girl for your boyfriend or your husband. And then I also talked about gaming related stuff. However, the gun shop by itself, which I used to do more frequently, I want to bring back, and I kind of enjoy it. And the difference, instead of just bringing you news, which I do, I touch upon sort of recent events, recent news or issues that are related to somehow gaming. Sometimes not always gaming, sometimes just movies or entertainment. Nonetheless, it's basically my opinion. It's a subjective opinion. I give you my opinions on it. It's open. It's no holds bar or whatever. And you know, sometimes you find me offensive. A lot of times, maybe. But I do give my opinion, and I don't hold back, and I don't care. A lot of people find, I guess this is where a lot of people sort of come across as, oh, this guy constantly whines and everything like that. I give my opinion, and if I don't like something, you're gonna damn well know that I don't like it, and I don't hold back. And a lot of you guys, a lot of our current subscribers are probably already getting a feel for that if you see some of the videos when I talk about news events. Generally what happens is I report the news that I've seen on there, and then I go off on a tangent and I get my own personal take on it, and then you either love it, hate it, or you just don't, meh, you know, you don't really care. Either way, that's similar to what I'm going to be doing hopefully in the new year, and I want to do it on a regular basis. I don't know, I'd love to do it on a daily basis, just sort of to stay in touch with you guys, but I don't know if I'm going to do it on that kind of a frequent basis, because that's a lot, but at least a weekly basis where I'd be doing that. So for instance, this week we've got at least two things that kind of are hitting home in terms of video games. One is the PSP. Actually, there's three. PSP and the PlayStation phone. The PSP, the new one, you know, the PSP 2 or whatever, you know, rumored to be in development or coming out soon. And Michael Patcher, who before I would have been like, oh, he's an analyst and blah, blah, blah. But he's the same. Anyway, he said that, oh, it's dead on arrival. The market is currently saturated with handhelds, and it's already dead. Before they even release it, no one's going to buy it. And I kind of agree with the idea, only because of iPods and all those other things, and the iPhone touches and all the handhelds that really have saturated the market. But people still buy them. They still keep buying them. When the Nintendo 3DS comes out, I guarantee you, saturated or not, Michael Patcher, people are going to be buying that thing and scooping it up like crazy. They always do. But this is the same dude that said that Activision is going to be going to, and I reported on this based on his opinion, that Activision was going to be charging subscription rates for Call of Duty. And then they came out later, I think because all these rumors were floating all over the place, and they went, no, 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 never, ever, ever will we charge for subscription rates. They came out and said that. And Michael Patcher is soon, I wouldn't even listen to him anymore. I mean, he's kind of fast becoming a joke within this industry. He's supposed to be like this renowned analyst at all these gaming websites, IGN, Joystick, Kotaku, or whatever. They're all, you know, they all report on his opinion. But you know what? His opinion is becoming, fastly becoming a joke. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like, I mean, you guys are probably good at guessing whether something's going to sell well or not. I mean, this guy's is responsible for people's money. I mean, they're listening to him for investment purposes. Like, investors are saying, okay, well, what's going to happen here? And he's like, invest in Activision. I would say don't listen to this guy, because he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Michael Patcher, you're a joke, dude. Not that you're going to watch this video, but you know what? Stop reporting on stuff, because you don't even know what you're talking about. Maybe the PSP won't sell a lot, but it's not dead. People will buy it, like the PSP 2 anyway. I think it's flash-based this time instead of the actual disc. Anyway, so that aside, there was leaked footage too on Joystick. I don't have the link of the articles. I'm not all about that. I don't really care. You want to look it up, you look it up. This isn't about me reporting news. This is me just talking about stuff, and if you want to find it, I mean, if it's something relevant and something crazy, then yeah, I'll give you a link, but Anyway, the rumors that Sony was going to actually create a phone/gaming system, apparently there were images leaked on the internet, so I'm sure you could easily find it. Don't be lazy, go out there and find it yourself. I'm not your slave. Anyway, so there's rumors, and basically it's a slide phone. So it looks like kind of like an iPhone, or you know, one of the Samsungs or LGs or whatever it is that you got, and it's a slide phone. The difference is that the slide opens up to have basically the control pads, a similar control pad layout as a PlayStation controller. And there's actually two, and I'm not exactly sure how they work, if they're touch sticks or if you actually have to put sticks in there. But there's two, what looks like to be holes, or holes rather, not holds, or possibly holds, for something that looks like something could go in there, and it's actually the dual analog. Again, these are leaked footages, so it's not confirmed. It's speculation. Maybe someone is really clever and made this, or maybe it actually is a prototype for the new Sony PlayStation handheld. But you know what my opinion is on this? Unless they absolutely nail it, I don't really think at this point here that they stand much of a chance. I mean, in terms of handhelds, I think the DS really kind of has grasped the market. I mean, I got a DS and a DSi and a PSP, but as far as my kids, when they play it, because I don't really have time, it's always the DSs. The PSP gets tossed on the side there. Once in a while they'll play it, but mainly it's the DSs that they're playing, and when the 3DS comes out, they'll probably play that too. But I mean, even that, in comparison, Sony is going to try and now compare or compete with, I know they have handhelds already and everything like that, but you've got like the iPhones with a bazillion games. As far as mobile phone/gaming systems go, they've pretty much friggin' just annihilated the competition there, at least in my opinion. So, I mean, it's kind of stupid. I mean, they kind of flopped a little bit with their PSP. I've always loved Sony and their products, but I'm not overly impressed with the PSP. There's too many moving parts. The bay, actually, if you've ever actually had one, and you slide in the actual optical disc that goes in the back there. As far as my kids go, they've already broken the retaining arms on it that flap open, and I'm constantly fixing those things. So, you know what? I would never buy one again unless it was flash-based like the DS. There's absolutely no way. And then hopefully there'd be enough space on it to create some decent games. Another news, there's, what is it, another Assassin's Creed. They're already talking. They just released this. I swear to God, you know what? I love hearing news. Like, I mean, I do get excited when the new Call of Duty's coming out, but we all know that Call of Duty every year is putting one out, and that's it, right? You know what I mean? Like, they put one out every year. We know it's coming next Christmas or whatever, or around there, the holiday season, probably November again. And we anticipate it. And I'm not worried about it. Right now, I'm so involved in Black Ops, I'm not thinking about or worrying about what the next Call of Duty is. I mean, if I get news or if I hear news, of course I'd let you guys know. But as far as the details, I'm not like searching frantically on the internet to find news about it. I don't really care at this point. I'm trying to enjoy the Call of Duty that I'm playing right now. That being said, Assassin's Creed just, they got the Brotherhood, and now all of a sudden they're already seemingly pushing hard for the next Assassin's Creed. I mean, like, I don't understand if that's good marketing or if they're just greedy. Like, it's stupid. What is it? Ubisoft. Like, come on, we already have a super giant greedy corporation called Activision. We don't need everyone else following suit and becoming giant douchebags as well. So anyway, I mean, they're already pushing it. They're like, oh, well, what features do you want to know? But like, I don't know. Why don't I play this game first that I just bought? And a lot of people are going to be probably getting it for Christmas. So no one's, let us play the goddamn game first. Let us play the game before you start asking what you want in the next friggin' installment. I know you've got to develop it, and you got a limited time and everything like that. Since you're deciding now to put them out every year, just like Call of Duty, which I think may be a bad thing, I think there should be at least a 2-year span. I love the games too, and I know you guys love them, but give us at least 2 years in between so that we can fully appreciate the game that we're playing. You know what I mean? Like with Modern Warfare 2, I know there's a lot of issues, but if they knew that they weren't putting out another Call of Duty for another year, they may have focused a little bit more on balancing it, patching it, fixing it up a little bit so that we could have that one more extra year. Because really the game itself, other than the problems which we all bitch about, including myself, the game is tight. The game engine, like the movement of it, there's nothing wrong with it. The weapons are fine, but they need to be patched. They need to be balanced. And maybe if we had that extra year, they would have brought balance to it. Bringing balance to the universe. Anyway, that's it for now. Again, this is what I do on the gun shop. I talk about various things. Talk about things that maybe aren't current. Some are and some aren't. Give you my opinions, and then I open it up to you guys, and I'm curious to know what you guys feel about the stuff I talk about, if you think I'm full of crap. And yes, of course, there's always the notorious, and I'm going to say this because I want you guys to write it, because I know every time I do say it, you guys do write it, that this guy whines. All he does is whine and complain. Well, guess what? In the gun shop, I don't really care what you write in the comments. You can write whatever the hell you want. I mean, if you get absurd, then I'll probably block and delete you. Like, I mean, if you get racist or anything like that, always block, always delete. We have no tolerance for that. But I don't really care if you guys have your opinion, because I'm giving you my opinion. On news and other videos, I probably am probably a lot more strict. But in the gun shop, it's all about opinion, baby. It's me versus you versus the world. But I don't really care. I win. Peace. Get the latest updates and stay in touch with the NGT community with their all-new Facebook application. Check the description of the video for details.